Hello. Today we're gonna play modern blue-white crabs. So, Path to Exile is a hell of a removal card in this deck because it triggers the Archive Trap. If your opponent takes the bait with the Path, you get the Archive Trap. So now you have 4 Field of Ruins and 4 Path to Exiles to trigger the trap. So you have a higher rate of triggering the trap, plus Fatal Push also isn't as good as Path. Path just gets rid of everything. And we're going to try Tasha's again because the format, with the exception of a couple of decks, Tasha's is still probably good. Mercurio, thank you, buddy. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And in the sideboard here, we have Sunset Revelries to gain some life, Surgicals, and Ensnaring Bridges. Soul Guide Lanterns. I don't know about this for the mirror, but we'll give it a go. Who knows? There might be some mill lunatics out there. Thank you, Mercurio. Thank you. And we got my favorite. This is my favorite card, Tiago-chan, Snapcaster Mage. One of my all-time favorite cards. I played with this card yesterday in a Grixis Wizards deck, and it just made me fall in love. Yeah, Tasha's is not really great versus Rhinos. It's not really great versus a lot of things. But it is good versus some decks. Some decks like Hardened Scales and, you know, some of these DRC piles it's really great against. So we'll just give it a go for now, and we can always sideboard it out. This list comes from Vinny Torres, who is a Magic crazy hair. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you guys so much for stream support of the stream today, and in general, and all the time. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and let us get started. Well, happy December to you as well. All right, let's give this a go. Let's Azorius League, Azorius Mill. Let's jam. All right, we got crabs, we got Archive Trap, we got everything we need. We have a little bit of removal, so this hand is beautiful. Okay, so let's just go basic island. Should we play the crab that dies to Unholy Heat or the crab that doesn't die to Unholy Heat? We'll play this one. I mean, we actually want Unholy Heat turned on immediately, right? Makes you want to play League. You should. The thing with the League universe is there's so many different types of League games. There's a fighting game. There's TFT, which is like a Magic drafting game. Right? There's League of Legends itself, which is basically, if you like Diablo. Did you ever play Diablo? That's basically the test, right? If you like the top-down controls of like a Diablo-style game. Yeah. That's kind of the thing. It's kind of like Baldur's Gate in a way, if you played that game. Because you're like top-down looking and controlling. Which is unique from most different styles of games these days. Okay, well, we are out of gas. League of Legends is good if you like Salt. True. That's very true. I have played quite a bit of League of Legends in my day. Quite a bit of League. Tasha's is probably good here. Bottom, top. The only problem is it's going to be pretty hard to resolve this Tasha's into whatever the hell is going on over here. League of Legends is fun, but it's incredibly complicated, and all MOBAs are just incredibly complicated. You basically have to know everything your character is capable of doing and everything your opponent's character is capable of doing. And as long as you know those things, you know, then you still have to play good, it's very difficult. It is a tremendously hard game. Is this a Snapcaster Mage? Oof. Oh boy, we are never resolving this Tasha's. We are never ever resolving this Tasha's. So one of the downsides of this deck, this version of the deck, is we're not playing Drought in the Locks or any kind of counter spells to sort of fight through this kind of stuff, which is a bit of a problem. If you like the Worlds of Warcraft PvP, then you'll like League of Legends. Then yeah, they're the same. It's the same vibe. It's the same vibe. It's the same kind of, you're going directly against someone, you have to counter what someone is doing, right? Same vibe. Alright, should I path this thing? I probably should. Because this gives me a chance. Burnt! Oh my god, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dude. Alright, so let's path this thing. You guys are too nice to me. Too nice to me. Alright, let's path this thing. That'll let us trigger the archive trap. Oh, you sneaky snake. So, archive trap is a May. Its controller may search. And for some strange reason, they chose not to search. Who would have guessed? Crazy, right? Yeah. I'd give it a shot. If you liked PvP from Worlds of Warcraft, I would definitely give it a shot. Alright, so we're saving all these for a crab. Crabby? Yay, crabby. This crab is gonna get countered very, very fast. Bonk. Alright, good. We got a bunch of mill from this. Thank you, Mercurio. Thank you, buddy. Sleep Cursed Fairy. Okay, so this has got to be the Wizards deck, right? This has got to just be the Wizards and Flame of Anors and stuff like that. Because we have Snapcasters, Flame of Anors. Alright, so let's crack this. Do they want to blow another removal spell just to prevent themselves from getting 3 milled for 3? I guess they're thinking it. 1, 2, 3. Tasha's Tidebinder. Oh, they're getting my fetch land here. Ooh, that's kind of fancy. That's it. No. Alright, so let's see what they're getting. Are they getting my fetch? Yeah, they are getting my fetch. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, we have 33 cards, which could be these 2 cards, but they have a million counterspells. They have to be playing a million counterspells at this point. Okay. We've been Stone Rained for 3 mana at instant speed. This card's crazy. But this art, oh my god. This art is so out there. This is too much. This is too much for me. This is just, it's very, I guess maybe it's okay. It's very vibrant. It's so alive in color. You don't usually see that in Magic cards. The person might have done too much LSD. Alright, let's get him with the archive trap. Let's eat a counterspell. Yep. Alright, now we're gonna go untap. Do we pending this? Or do we try and... Let's just try and get him. Yup. Why do we play against these kind of miserable decks? With our friggin' mill decks? Like, how are we ever supposed to beat this deck? How are we ever beating this friggin' 9 counterspell pile of garbage? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Pending. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. Alright, we're dead. I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to... This was like a Mesoamerican themed thing. The whole Lost Cavern has like a Aztec kind of vibe. Alright. What do we want to do to beat them? Do we need surgicals to try and surgical counterspell? But the problem is they have counterspell, Archmage, Trap. I mean, what are these better than? Pending? Maybe Soul Guide. Maybe we want Soul Guide Lanterns to stop the Snapcaster Mages. But like, we want all of these cards. Like, all these cards are good. I don't think we sideboard anything. What's the right amount of peyote? Whatever makes you happy, man. That's what it's all about. Whatever makes you happy. Three peyotes. What makes you happy? 3 of the peyote. How much is that? I don't know. Okay, we have Fields, Archive Trap, Tasha's. Okay, we'll keep. We'll do some keeping. I honestly don't think we could beat this deck in a million years. They just have too many permission spells. And they're just gonna like... Oh boy. Sleep Cursed Fairy. Well, I guess it's a wizard for Flame of Anor. Like, how are we ever beating this deck? I guess we're beating it with Archive Trap. I guess we're beating it with Archive Trap. Multiple Archive Traps. Yeah. Should I cycle this Fractured Sanity? It's gonna be a while before I have double... triple blue. So let's just cycle it. Alrighty, we got Tasha's. Another Visions. Draw a card. Let's play Feel the Ruin. And I guess we'll do this when we do this. We'll go to their draw step. Upkeep. I don't really want them to be able to force a negation this if they play that. But we'll see what happens. They're going to crack this fetch. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's get the Otawara. Let's begin the shenanigans. 1 blue mana. Alright, we're going to get this. Going to get an island. We're going to then wait for this mana to float away in their draw step. Please, allow for this mana to go. Right, we don't want them to have one. Alright, they're going to do 2 to untap the Sleep Curse Fairy. In the response, hit you with the Archive Trap. Bam! In the response, hit you with the Archive Trap. Bam! Okay, so there's 20 cards. They have 0 mana. And we cast Visions of Bajand. We see the Great Beyonder. Oh, baby. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Alright, continue with your nonsense that I don't care about. Spell Pierce the Archive Trap. Yeah, you're the greatest. Oh, Flusterstorm. Okay. If this was just a Delver, it would have just flipped. But this, they have to pay this mana to? Alright, no. Now they're going to be, like, super tapped out of mana, so we can, like, do stuff. We could do the stuff that we want to do. 1, 2. Okay, so let's start off with Visions. How do we want to start this turn? So we have to think about what they could have. Mystical Dispute, Flusterstorm, Spell Pierce. Those are the 3. So if we play Visions here, it could get Mystical Disputed. I guess this beats Flusterstorm. I guess we just start with a Crab. Start with good old Crabarino. Get the mill in. Crack. Bolting my Crab. Oh, c'est la vie. Crabby dies. We'll get an island, and then we will fire off Tasha's. 26? 18 cards? Oh, baby. How perfect. Okay, that worked out. That worked out. You know what I don't see are Murktides. I do not see any Murktides. So, they only have 7 cards left. Oh, a little Crabby. I think it's a Wizard Enabler, right? I honestly, I'm not sure. Like, when I see it sometimes, like here, it's turn 5, right? They played this on turn 1, and it's turn 5, and I'm still at 16, right? So, I don't, you know, like, they played it on turn 1, I'm at 16. And this thing came out on turn 1. It's now my turn 5, and I'm at 16. So that's not, right, this thing is just not a threat. Which is, like, how you got to think of it. It's just not a threat, which is kind of weird to say. But I think that it has really good synergy with, like, that 2-drop fairy that counters something. I played against a fairy deck once that had, like, this plus Bitter Blossom and stuff. And then they had I can't think, Spellstar Sprite. Then they had a Spellstar Sprite that was just pretty brutal. You know? What's up, Tin Fans? So, I don't know. I think this card's just too slow. But maybe for a Flame of Anor deck, it's just right. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's see what we can see. How many counterspells are gone? 1 counterspell, 2 counterspells, 3 counterspells. Okay. Okay, alright. So that's how we win. Let's take a look at what we got here. Flusterstorms. There's a Mystical Dispute. There's Flusterstorm, Mystical Dispute, Spell Pierce, Flusterstorm, Force of Negation. Literally everything that I tried to play around is right here. Just path. Just jamming paths. And in the sideboard, we have some Sunset Revelries. Sunset Revelry to sort of mitigate a mono red deck. Right? This seems really good against Burn and aggressive DRC decks. Yeah, and Pending. So we're just trying it out. It looks kind of fun. So, literally everything. Force of Negation, Flusterstorm, Counterspell, Mystical. 1 Mystical Dispute. 1, 2 Flusterstorms. 1 Spell Pierce. Jeez. Yeah. And they had a bunch of cards we didn't know. So in that situation, right? They played turn 1 Sleep Curse Fairy, paid to untap it. They played a turn 1, paid to untap it, and they lost the game on turn 5 when I was at 13 life, which is just not great. I don't think that card's very great. I think I'm going to bring this in, and I think I'm going to take out the Soul Guide Lantern. They didn't seem to have that many Snapcasters, but I didn't really count them, but... okay, so what do we have here? This hand is what they call sus. Very, very sus. But I'm going to keep. Because we have the redraw. And we're on the draw. And we have 2 traps. Alright, there it is. Sleep Cursed Fairy. Land? Uh-oh. I'm just going to draw here. There's no point in playing the crab and just leaving it to get bolted anyway. Yeah. That card's really good. I think the card has, like, crazy potential for the future. The fact that you can just stifle a fetch land and then have a 3-power beater for the future is kind of crazy. Oh, shit. Turn off auto yields. Alright, well, I guess they want to go. So let's go. Mystical Dispute. Okay. Let's go. You got another one? There's 16 cards. Alright, we really need to draw land. Land, please. Shit. This is greedy, but I don't want to use this. I want to wait. This may be too greedy to wait here with this, but I think I can afford to. Because again, this thing's just not a clock. It's just not a clock. Land, please. Please, please, please. Play crab. Snapcaster. Mystical Dispute, huh? So annoying. Very, very annoying. Bonk. Always yields. 18 cards. I think we can wait a turn. Still, again, this thing doesn't, you know, it's still tapped, right? It's turn 4. This thing's still tapped. Like, it's just not very fast, not very aggressive. It makes me skeptical. But it is a wizard. So is this. One more card in their deck. Alright, let's draw a land here. Alright. Visions. Hardcast this. Hardcast Jace. Alright, let's look at... Let's see if... They probably have the Force of Negation. Yeah, but they're probably sitting on the Force of Negation, but what can you do? Okay, only 16. There's the Force of Negation. Beautiful. Beautiful. Counterspell, counterspell. Delver of Sleepovers? Yeah. Delver of sleeps too long. It's just like a Delver that never flips. It's a Delver that doesn't flip for the first 4 turns. Preordain, Snapcaster. I don't really want either of these cards. I guess Preordain's okay. We're looking for white mana. Bottom, top. Play this land. And we're going to go to their upkeep, and we'll use... What do you have more practice with? What do you have more practice with? I think that it's probably pretty clear that the version that Juju Bean was playing is going to be very popular. I would probably play the Teamer one. The issues, I would say, is that the meta has really kind of adjusted to Bowmaster, and people are really kind of prepared for Bowmaster. I could shock myself and path this, and it's kind of the same thing. I take 2 for shocking, 2 for doing it, so I might as well do it now and use the mana. I think that the value, one of the biggest things is Delver was very successful when it had expressive iteration. And I think that that new druid guy, the questing druid, is basically a mini expressive iteration, which is a very powerful card, a very powerful card for Delver type archetypes. So I think that you should probably think about having that kind of card in your arsenal. Just because it's so strong, right? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Am I playing Jace? Am I holding up Snapcaster Visions? Snapcaster... We probably don't want to get Tasha, the Trick Bindered here. So we'll just pass with this. How many Tashas are here? 1, 2, 3. There's a fourth one somewhere. We'll pass the turn. I don't really want to play Jace into a million counterspells here. Crabs. Thank you, Vida. We're just chilling. We're playing crabs. I would play the Eternal Week. I would play the Rug version. I think as strong as Bowmaster is, I think that Juju Bean showed that you can win with Rug, and his win rate's kind of crazy. And I think that that new card acts as a pseudo expressive iteration, an instant speed expressive iteration, which I think is pretty good. If you want to win, you should play Rhinos. As shitty as that sounds, if you want to win, you should play Rhinos. Alright, we're going to go Snapcaster Mage. I don't want to crack this because I don't want to get bolted. We're going to target Visions. Why Rhinos? Rhinos is just broken. It's so strong. It's so powerful. It has the tools to stop everything. Yup. Okay. Oh. So now we're going to go play land. Bonk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jace. My surprise call? It should be. That card's so stupid. Rhinos had a 51% win rate at the Pro Tour. And 55%. It was one of the highest win rate decks. And nothing's changed really. I think we're seeing a ban on the Geomancer, but I don't really play Pioneer. I'm waiting for them to ban Lotus Field because I fucking hate Lotus Field. You have to play discard to interact with that deck. It's so miserable. But I can't, like, whenever I play that format and I get Lotus Field, they, like, play Lotus Field, I'm just so, like, rolling my eyes. Just can't take it. Alright, so they counter this. Then I guess we have to crack and hope they don't have a bolt. There's one lightning bolt in the graveyard. We're going to crack these, and they're going to bolt us, and we're going to die. They might not have any red. I don't know, man. There's one bolt here, so how many bolts are in their hand? Maybe there's just 3 bolts left in the deck. We'll find out. Alright, we're going to get bolted. What? Crazy. GG's. I guess they boarded out their lightning bolts? What? I think Scam is what's keeping crabs down. And I think that if Scam gets hit, oh, these crabbies are going to play. These crabbies are going to come out and feast. After everything. Every creature deck is now just going to be free. Rito MTG. Well, we're going to... We get Mountain. Are we playing against the Burn? Crabbies can never be tier 1 to get hated out. Listen. 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 You get timed out for saying that around here. Timed out! Crabbies will be tier 1. Just kidding, Oz. Alright, so what do we got here? We got some kind of spike pile of stuff. Shelldock, play the crab. I guess we just Shelldock for next turn. Let's take Tasha's. I guess Tasha's might not be that great because they have Street Wraiths and Ovaltines. But it'd probably be okay. Aren't you too old to be in school? What you doing? What are you learning these days? Oh my god, all the Ovaltines. At least they have all the Ovaltines. What do you go to school for? Oh, that's pretty cool. Then alright, fine. Better late than never, to be honest. Because you're going to come out of there and you can do computer programming and they're going to back the money truck right up to your front door from all that computer programming shit. So, good for you. Okay, so let's go Krabby McCrabby. So, I guess I play a Flooded Strand. Honk. And we're going to play this. Oh no, they will kill my crab. Galvanic Blast my crab. That's okay. They use the treasure, right? I guess we have to get this. Maybe I should actually just get an island here so I could cast visions. I'm probably going to have to win the game with this. I mean, we have everything we need here. We get an island, and we'll cast the visions. Alright. So next turn, we just go Tasha's, untap, use Tasha's, and that's probably going to kill them. They're probably dead to what's in our hand. Ragavan Dash. Maybe double Tasha's doesn't kill them. I don't know. Seems like their CMC is nothing except for Street Wraith. They got a Preordain. They have to cast Preordain, right? Yeah. Lord Beerus, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. We are just playing some crabs. We're playing against the new Inti deck. Inti the Essential of the Sun. Sensei of the Sun. What's going on, Beerus? Alright, so land Tasha's. How many cards we getting? How many cards are we going to get with us here, Tasha's? I'm going to guess 17. And the number is 21. All right. We got 2 Street Wraiths. And everything else is nothing. All right. So all we have to do is survive until we can Tasha's next turn. And they will be deceased. All we have to do is live a turn. Okay, well that's not helping us live. Yeah. It's also good for surgicals out of the sideboard. Alright, we're dead to a lightning bolt. Oh, mother... Snapcaster hits Galvanic Blast. Blast us. Alright, well, we didn't have any removal. Alright, Sunset Revelries. If your opponent would have more life than you, gain 4. If your opponent would have 2 more creatures than you, create dudes. If they have more cards than you, draw cards. Alright, let's go pending. Now the question is, what do we want to do about this stuff? Do we want to be Ensnaring Bridge gamers and hide behind the bridge? Do we want to be surgical gamers? Let's hide behind the bridge. Let's hide behind the bridge. What are we cutting? think I'm going to cut all these Fractured Sanities. And I'm going to cut Snapcasters. TY. Thank you. Very kind. How's the Indy? Actually, we can look it up. It'll tell us their record when we challenge them. They're 2-1. I kind of don't want to play Snap. I don't want to be like stuck with too many of these big cards in my hand. I guess they search with Sagas. Maybe we'll cut Preordain. Alright, we'll do a little shaving. Would you like to play first? Yes. Tapped land, crab, pass the turn. Do we shock? We have to shock here. We have to shock. We're going to play this crab because this one doesn't die to Galvanic Blast. Well, fingers crossed for Monday. Beans should go. But who knows? But who knows? Who knows? But who knows? It's Wizards. Who knows what they're gonna do? Okay. Shocky Shock. Play Ruined Crab. Wow. Just a bunch of wows. Owen Wilson was the shit in Loki. I kind of forgot about him as an actor. And then he was just so good in Loki. So good. Ragavan. Ruined Crab versus Ragavan. A battle as old as time. Yeah. Loki's really good. Well, alright. So, spoilers, right? The best part of Loki is something that might not make it into the MCU, which is the worst part. Oh my, bolt. You shan't. You don't need those bolts. No spoilers. Alright, no spoilers. You're gonna need me to elaborate on that? I mean, the problem is, how do I do it with no spoilers? Jonathan Majors. Yeah, that's the thing. They have, like, Majors is, you know, like Majors. Michael Majors. I think. I need you to tell me the whole plot of season 1 and season 2. Nice. Jace plus on Ragavan. They've used pretty much. Are you out of those yet? I guess we're just gonna Jace plus. I'll have the answer to what you like. Obviously, they have to either recast him or whatever, because they're not going to do what Disney did with The Flash and just release a movie with someone who's socially unpopular. You know? They can't do that. They won't. But, I mean, I thought Majors was a very good villain. They already solved that problem in the show. Alright, well, don't talk about it here because we don't want to give people spoilers. So they only have one card in hand. So let us think. What's the best thing to do here? Visions plus. We can plus on Ragavan again. We can plus here. I guess we're just supposed to cast Visions here. Actually, you know what? I think we just mill everything. How much can we mill for? We just mill and Visions, right? Let's just full mill. And we'll fire off some Visions. And we will go Crab. Play lands. Visions. And we'll set up the path. When they use the plus thing ability, we'll set up the path. And look at this. Bolt, Galvanic, Bolt, 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 Galvanic, Bolt, 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 Bolt. Shrapnel Blast? Jeez. This Ensnaring Bridge isn't looking so hot. Alright. Bolt my guy. Sure. Alright, we go to combat. Oh, what should I zap here? Should I just zap this thing right now? Or should I just hit... They have one card in hand. Let's just hit this Inti guy right now. I don't want them to discard and loot and get an extra card. You know, I don't want that. Right, and then next turn we just have Snapcaster Path to kill this Ragavan. Yeah, and for sideboard surgicals. Sideboard surgicals. But I don't think we want a surgical against this deck. Yeah. Alright, so what do we got here? We don't have a crab. We can just Tasha's them. We have Snapcaster Path, which is probably good. So let's Visions, look for a crab. Oh my. Alright, we'll play this land. And then we have Snapcaster Path, which should probably be pretty good here. Boy, these bridges sure look terrible. Snap Visions and block? Maybe. That might be a little too greedy. 1, 2. Snapcaster. Maybe we path our own... Maybe we path our own Snapcaster. What do you think? Is that too greedy? We path our own guy. That way we can go Tasha's and just kill them. Let's do that. Yes. Land. Then why not snap Visions? Visions isn't a guarantee we hit the land. Alrighty. Alrighty. Should we crack this fetch? Yeah, probably. Let's get Hallowed Fountain tapped. And then we go bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk. 29 cards to 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. Bonk. Okay, so 1 Street Wraith, 2 Street Wraith, 4 Street Wraith, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. He probably has one in his hand. Probably 2 in their hand, maybe. So their CMC is nothing. Holy cow. Without these Street Wraiths, their CMC is like negative. Okay, that worked out well. The question is, do we want bridge? Are we going to be able to dump our hand fast enough for bridge? I think we want to put the other Snapcaster Mage in. I think we're going to cut an Archive Trap. Just because we might not have time to do many Archive Traps. If we are going to go with the bridge plan. We didn't get to Sunset Revelry. Okay, tapped crab. This is how we lost the last game. But what do we think about this hand? It's a good mill hand, right? But does it beat this deck? I don't think it beats this deck. I think we go tap land. I think they play a Ragavan. I think we play a Ruin Crab. I think they kill our Ruin Crab. And then they're off to the races and we have no removal. I think we have to mill this. We have to mull this hand. I think this hand loses. It's not often that I mulligan a mill hand. But I think that this hand loses to their deck. Fury and Beanstalk and Grief. Those 3 cards. Some combination of those 3 cards. I'd love to see Violent Outburst go. Because if Fury and Grief go, and Beans go, then it's just going to be living in Rhinos. I'm going to mulligan this. I'm looking for a white piece of removal. Alright. I guess we can keep this. Put back this. That worked out so nicely for us. It's crazy. Boink. I wanted to do that to hit the basic mountains and stuff. Sure. Dude, about these play boosters. Let me tell you about these play boosters. Let's visions here. Okay. Alright, so they have 26 cards left. Galvanic. They have Cookbook. They have one Ovaltine. That's pretty fucked up. Inty. They're attacking and they're milling themselves a card. That's how it ends. Yeah, I think the Magic community would riot if they did that. Be a full-blown riot. Alright, let's Visions again. We need to find a path. Right, we need to find path to exile. Fuck. This is not good. We could very easily die to this. I mean, one Tasha's and we just win. Maybe I should have preordained for a Tasha's there. Yeah, I agree. I agree. They'll have to put a counter on the Inti. I think I have to chump block the Asmo. As crazy as that is. I think I have to chump block. No, I could take 7. The problem is they have so much burn and reach. Jesus. Alright. I guess we just go crab. Play lands. And then we preordain. Don't need you, and don't need you. Okay. They'll discard, and then kill one of these. They'll discard Ovaltine. Get an Ovaltine back. This is coming down to the wire. Yep. Alright, so now they can discard, make another food, kill a Ruin Crab, and then we chump block the Asmo with the Ruin Crab, and then we have Jace minus 15. So all we have to do is live. They're dead to Jace next turn. It's just keeping ourselves alive. That's the issue. Their hand is 2 Daredevils, so there's that. So I don't know. We should be okay, but it depends on how much burn they have. If we die, we die. Such is life. If we live, we kill them. Pretty simple. I guess we can count. Alright, Galvanic Blast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Galvanic Blasts. Bolt. 1, 2, 3 bolts. Shrapnel blast, 1. Okay, so there's 1 shrapnel blast somewhere. 3 bolts in the yard. 4 galv blast, 1. 3 bolts. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Yeah, there is no next turn. Next turn, they're just dead. We're chump blocking with this Ruin Crab to preserve as much life as we can. Right? Whatever the biggest creature is, we're chumping with it. So their hand is 2 Daredevils, and they're dead. Alright, so this is 3. This is 5. We'll just block the 3 here. Alright. Dead to Shrapnel Blast. But I think the 2 cards in their hand... Huh, they get a draw here for Shrapnel Blast. Because they can cast this, and I have 2 cards more in their in my library. GG's. Oh, I guess their 2 cards in their hand weren't the Ovaltines. Okay, we'll keep this hand. We'll put back the Watery Grave. We're on the play, so that's pretty good for us. So we can go Island, Ruin Crab. This guy usually plays Yawgmoth. Back in the day, he used to play Yawgmoth. We've chatted a bit. He used to do YouTube stuff for Yawg. Keep. Bonk. Done. Bonk. Bonk. Crab. Wooded Foothills. Stomping Ground. Well, this isn't Yawg. It's always the monkey. Always the monkey. I guess we'll play Field of Ruin. I'll definitely play Snapcaster to block. Oh, the Myco Tyrant? What? Alright, what is this? We have a reader. Show preview plane. The Myco Tyrant. Mycosin Tyrant, or whatever. Trample power is equal to the number of creatures you control that are fungi and/or saplings. Beating your instep, create a black fungus. Number of times you descended. Interesting. The fungus among us. Alright, we're gonna play Ambush Viper here. Ambush Viper, go! You may descend into the graveyard or whatever. Castle Lochthwain. Is it just Tasha's? Yeah, it's gotta be just Tasha's. Alright. I'm guessing 17 cards here. But who knows? 16. Goblin Bombardment, Wayfarer. A bunch of 2s. Bloodghast, Bloodghast. A lot of 2s. A lot of 2s. We got all the bombardments. Now we have a little idea of what they're doing, right? Unearth. Cedar Wayfinder. Yes, mill for us. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Porphyros. God of the Forge. Oh my god. First of all, what is this fungus token? What? Alright, so because these things went to the graveyard, you get triggers for each time you descended. What is this fungus token? That's so cool looking. That's so cool. Alright. Next turn we have Snapcaster Tasha's to finish them, so we probably just go mill that. Is this the beginning of your end step? It is wearing a top hat. Like a gentleman. Alright, let's get rid of this black mana. Let's get our plains. Mill them. Okay. So we're pretty good. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Next turn we have Snapcaster into Tasha's, and that should be that. You have the turn. Bombardments. I suppose we'll just block here, right? We could take 7. We could take 7, no big deal. This card's kind of cool. The Mycosynth Tyrant. I like what you're cooking. Will be nice. I like what you're cooking over there. I like what you're cooking over there. Porphyros is kind of wild. Gris, kill my crab. Alright. So we have to hope that this Snapcaster goes the distance. We have to go that Snappy goes the distance. Oh no! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We hit too many collected companies. Ruh-roh. We just have to mill them 2 cards. That's it. Bowmaster, kill my Snapcaster. Uh-oh. I'm taking 9. They plus here. I have to mill 2 cards next turn. That's it. Just gotta mill 2 cards. And we have a lot of cards that kill them. We have a lot of cards that don't kill them. That's a bit of a problem too. Okay. Womp, womp, womp. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Well, you know what? None of these cards were killing them. That's terrible. That's so bad. All right, let's take a look at their deck real quick. So, we probably want surgicals. We probably want all kinds of stuff against them. All right, let's begin sideboarding. I think we want surgical. I think we want sunset. I think we want pendings. I think we want soul guide lanterns. We can't board in all this stuff though. That's the problem. The problem is if we board in all this stuff, what are we doing? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess we just... It's crazy that I probably would have won that game if I didn't... Maybe just board in surgicals. Pending. Soul Guide Lanterns. We'll cut Fractured Sanities and Jaces, maybe? Pivot to Snapcaster Beatdown. True. Alright, let's try this. Without Fractured Sanities, we might lack the ability to kill them. Alright. We have a crab. We have surgical. We have archive trap. We should be good. We should be good. Alright, so plan number 1 is surgical that Myco Tyrant. Fungus Tyrant guy. Surgical that. That's the game plan. Screenshot their list. Yeah. Our opponent is at 64 cards. I accept this. 64 cards. So let's go. Well, I don't want to play the other crab into the engineering explosive, so let's not do that. Ragavan, Perforos. Let's get the Watery Grave tapped. Bloodghast. I'm going to draw step Surgical Bloodghasts. If I wait for them to, like, do it, they could go fetch land. And then I Surgical the Bloodghast, and in response, they crack the fetch. So I'm just going to Surgical these Bloodghasts in their draw step. Boink. Boink. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's take a nice sideboard screenshot of what they've sideboarded. Bonk. Huh. Okay, so we'll just click OK. And then we'll let them draw. And then we'll take a look at our screenshot. So, one basic. That's all they're playing. So this Field of Ruin should be... Oh, they have 2 basic. They have Swamp, Forest. Do they have a mountain? No mountain. They have 2 endurances, which is worth noting. Okay, so they're going to search here. They're going to search for that. They're going to shock. Bonk. Alright, 1 endurance, 2 endurances. Oh, that's pretty convenient. What was their hand again? Their hand was Bloodstained Mire, which they played. And then we have Endurance. Endurance is gone. It's good for us. They do have Unearths. How many Unearths do they have? They have 1. They have 1 in their hand. So they can Unearth an Endurance. Uh-oh. That's really bad for us. Really bad for us. How do we beat an Unearthed Endurance? We can't. Yeah, it is pretty anti-mill. It's not great for us. They can Unearth Mycodon Tyrant. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's not crack this. Hopefully they unearth the Tyrant and they don't unearth the Endurance. Okay. Fulminator Mage. Okay. There's a potential that I should crack this in response to this so I could mill some more of their duels, but it's so small percentage. Plus, we want to save this for when they, like... We need a Surgical. We need to draw a Surgical or we're going to lose. We need Surgical right here on this. Right. So, bonk, bonk, bonk. They might just unearth it right now just to mess with me. Just unearth a Endurance. Alright, so they played a Haywire Mite. So we know their hand is this. This is their hand. Alright, if we draw a Surgical, we can do okay. I'm gonna save this. Gonna save it. 2 unearths, 1 unearth in their hand. Surgical in their unearth is like so good. Alright. I guess I should thin, right? We should just thin. Hallowed Fountain. Tapped. Alright, Soul Guide Lantern, Surgicals. It's not good. We lose. Alright, we'll play this. I want to get rid of this red land. Fortunately, they still have their basics in their hand, in their deck too. But whatever. Want to get rid of the red so they can't play Bombardment. Boy, I miss Drown in the Lock in this deck. I miss Drown so much. To be able to drown this Unearth, we'd win the game. Alrighty. Well, we just milled them. We just did such a good job milling them. We'll have to mill them again. I'll block the might. Boy, I wish we had a counterspell. A surgical. 1. Unearth. Targeting endurance. Yes, I guess it resolves. Seeing as how I literally can't do anything about it. Yup. Okay, only 50 cards to mill again. Bowmaster, sure. Sure, play a Bowmaster, why not? Alright. Sick. Sick. Exactly what I wanted. Alright. Crack. Might as well just get this Hallowed Fountain tapped. Okay. Their hand is this. I guess we just lack the raw mill resources. How do I get through this? I guess I will block Bowmasters. Do I have to path one of these? One. Do I have another Bowmaster? Alright, I guess I have to path this Endurance. I can't take this much damage. Just get it out of here. Get it out of here. We have to preserve. We need more turns to draw cards to get out of this situation. So they still have the basic forest. They can they fails to find a basic land. Bowmaster. Alright. Can we draw Snapcaster? Snapcaster's kind of interesting. We can Snapcaster Path to Exile, block a Bowmaster, path a Bowmaster. Okay, alright. I guess we need to use this to get this while they're tapped out. Yield to the turn. There's the forest. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go Snapcaster. Target Path to Exile. Okay. And we're gonna go block, path the other Bowmasters. Path Bowmasters. This way this gives us the out of like a Visions, drawing some cards. So we can Visions or Preordain without like losing the game. I guess they're going to play the Tyrant. Oh, another Endurance. Oh my god. Cool. That's it. GG's. GG's. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Unearth Endurance is pretty good against Mill. Good games, good games. Unearth Endurance is pretty good against Mill. I will say it's in the top 5 things you could do against Mill. Number 1 would probably be Emrakul. Having multiple Emrakuls and multiple Eldrazi that shuffle. That's number 1 thing you could do against Mill. Number 2 is probably Endurance. With multiple copies of Unearth to get the Endurances. Good games, good games. Cool deck to your Bruin. Alright. Our opponent has mulligan to 2 cards. 2 cards. I guess they just want to see what we're doing, so I'll show them what we're doing, and they'll probably concede. They'll probably concede after this. Oh wow, shocking, it's Tron. Okay, I guess I'll Preordain for a dual land bottom for a shock. Guess we'll play this. Target them. How does Battle of Wits? That's up there too in things you can do against Mill. I played against 100 card Endurance. I played against 100 card 4 Endurance 4 color a while ago. My god, are they gonna get there? They're gonna get there and kill me. Shock this in. Target them. I guess I'll play this Jace. I'll tick it up. No, I'll just mill them 3. Okay. Alright. Do they have it? Do they have the mold to 2? Tron on 3? I will be... Oh, they're getting close. They're getting close. Alrighty. Jace goes up. Well, this is kind of unfortunate. I guess I visions here. Play a crab. Okay, that was the line in which they draw the. All right, we want surgicals, and we cut. Pending's okay, right? Pending can get maps early. We probably don't need paths. Tasha's probably can go. I guess we keep the paths. Tasha's is gone. Their CMC is a gabillion. And we'll play it like this. Tasha's so good against 7 CMC. Listen, you could get 2 cards. Alright, this hand is obviously bad, but it has Field of Ruins. I wonder if Field of Ruins is going to be too slow. No, it has Surgical and Field. We're going to just keep it. Obviously, it doesn't have blue. We believe in Field. Now we have Archive Trap. I don't believe in Field. Oh, look! Field's gonna do it! We're gonna do it. It's gonna work. Island. Krabby McCrabberson. You want to crack that expedition map? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you want to crack that expedition map. Okay. What are you gonna get? The Twitch bot is not working for the deck list, so... Alright, so they got a tower, so we're going to map them. Is there a tower here? No, there's not a tower. Mine, mine, mine. We got 3 mines. That's kind of hilarious. Did we just surgical a mine? No, right? There's no point. Because what are they going to do? They're going to play a 3rd land. Like, who cares? Oh, they played the mine. That's funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the Field of Ruin. We're going to Field Ruin the power plant and then surgical the power plant. There's no point in surgical. I guess there was a point because they had it, but... Sure. Alrighty. Beseiju. What a jerk. What a jerk. Okay. Ha! 1, 2, hit. Power plant. Kill land. Surgical power plant. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Anything I care about? Is there a big fat fatty besides me? There's a Ulamog. And no big fat fatties. Archive trap you? Visions. They have a tower in their hand. I will be surgicaling your tower. Wouldn't ruin the last time you surgical something else. They weren't in a position to... I wanted to get the most cards out of their deck, right? And if I surgical the power plant, I get 3, right? I always feel that Tron plays a very low land count. And if you can do as surgicaling, right? They have 1, 2, 3 lands left in their deck. Okay, continue. They have 3 lands left in their deck. Like, I don't know how they're supposed to win. Like, there is a world in which, like, as a whole, Tron doesn't play very many lands. And we milled 3 of the mines. So they literally have 3 lands left in their deck. Like, as a whole, it's like 4 mines, like 3 forests, and then like some sagas. I love seeing Tron suffer. I know, right? Me too. Secretly, me too. Okay. We'll keep. We're playing against Burn. Well, hopefully these Sunset Revelries. Sunset Revelry, we choose you. Alright, we'll play the 0-3. This is probably going to get bolted, but you never know. Yup. I like a Path Exile. Okay, we'll play a crab. Play this. I think we need to crack this. And we need 2 visions here. Okay, alright. Because I think we just need to win casting these Tashas. Okay, great. We need to just go Tashas, and hope that we win. Which we're probably not going to win. They're probably going to be a little bit faster than us. Tasha's is actually kind of bad against Burn, too, unfortunately. Just because of the sheer number of 3s they have now. Ooh, Snapcaster Mage. That can actually block this stupid thing. But it does walk into Searing Blaze. Yeah. Should we block? Should we go Snap Visions? I suppose we probably should. I suppose we probably should deal with this Goblin Guide. We're gonna get zapped here in the face for 1,000,000. Skull Crack. Attack. 1, 2. Do I want to do this first? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Preordain. Alright, 1, 2, Snapcaster. Guess I should have done it first. Okay. Block. You hate Mill? Listen, We have to fight the good fight. Who else is going to be out here crushing Tron? If not Mill, right? Who else is going to be out here fighting the good fight against Tron? Someone's got to do it. No, Tasha's against this deck is going to be like 14 or something like that. It's not good. It's going to be 14. $19. Okay. All right. All right. Good. 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 Yield to the turn. Okay, so we're dead to Boros Charm and the thing here. Boros Charm and any bolt just kills us. But we milled 2 Boros Charms, so maybe that's something. I am Mr. Tron, but Blue Tron? Blue Tron's a lot better against Mill than regular Tron. Because you play, you know, a lot of basics. Alright, are we dead? Are we getting Boros Charmed into bolted? Okay, Helix, sure. Okay, we're still alive. Still alive, still kicking. I guess we just go 1, 2 Tasha's. Okay. Bottom. Alright, we just have to dodge 4 draws here. Alright, Sunset Revelries, let's go. Prismatic Endings, let's go. Maybe we don't play Pendings. Maybe just Revel. No, they showed, we saw the, we saw the thing here. We saw the thing. Maybe Fractured Sanities we can cut because they're so blue intensive. Yeah, we saw the Voiling Vortex, so we want this. All right, let's try this. Hopefully Sunset Revelry will buy us enough time to win the game. Kozilek, send a message. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of ambitious, being ready for the Mill Mirror. Okay, I guess we're keeping this. I don't like these fetch lands, or these shock lands. But I think we can just go slow, I think. I think we can go slow, right? I guess not. I guess we can't go slow. Okay. Alright, let's Preordain and look for a white removal spell. Bottom. Why is it that we cannot draw these white removal spells to save our lives? Bottom top, I guess? Maybe they have to play another fetch. They play a fetch, we have quite a bit of oomph. Quite a bit of, like, pain for them. Nope, no fetch. Oh, well. Our archive traps are looking a lot worse right now. So much for pain. Alright, Ruin Crab blocks, which is good. So we can go Ruin Crab. Play this land. Trigger. Visions. Oh, we finally got the path. Alright, we'll just chill here. If they kill this, we'll path this, because shocking is the same thing as taking the 2. Helix. Alright. Let's crack this. We'll get Hallowed Fountain. Shocking Hallowed Fountain. Path this stupid thing. Yep. We can trap them. But I don't really feel like losing 10 life here. Don't really feel like losing 10 life. We need pending. Let's Snapcaster into Preordain. And let's look for another archive trap. We don't need either of these cards. We need the Revelry card. We need Revelry and we need pending. We need a pending this, and then I don't know what the hell we need. They have 6 cards in hand. We're at 11, so we're probably just dead. Zap, zap, zap. All right, we're trading for sure here. We're no longer trading. All right. We're at 7. Yay! We got Revelry. Okay, so if your opponent has more cards than you, my opponent has 4 cards, so I can go. I could play a land. And I can play Snapcaster. I could play Snapcaster. That'll give me 4 cards in my hand. I'll target the path. I'll cast Sunset Revelry, and then I'll cast the path. Yes? Yes. Snapcaster Mage, target, path to Exile. Okay. Now I will cast Revelry, and I'll get to draw a card. Oh, baby. Such value. And now we will path that. We don't get 2 1/1s, but I think drawing a card is better than 2 1/1s. That's my take. That's my hot take. The problem is with Snap Revelry is that they can just nuke our life gain. Yup. Doomwake, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. We're having a bit of an issue here. Thank you, Doomwake. We're playing against Burn. And they have this card, which kind of ruins these cards for us. We're kind of doomed. I guess we just go land, Archive Trap, Hardcast Archive Trap. We are... Well, I mean, maybe they don't have a... You know. Maybe they just... Yeah, we're probably dead. We can, but the problem is, whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was used to cast it, they take 5. So we can trap, but then we just are dead. So we're just going to hardcast trap and then die. Okay, alright. Well, we got smashed. We got smashed. We got smashed. View results. So...